All right, everybody, let's just go live. New background music today, so hopefully I'm not too loud. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Let me just check everything. Collector's World, thank you for joining. Good to see you. Yes, some exciting racing this weekend. We will absolutely catch up on it. Braden, I think you got a point. So let me just make sure. Tell me if the audio's good. I kind of scrambled home after we were at my grandparents' and parents' house. We watched the race there. So I haven't really had much time to set everything up. We got a poll, obviously, in the chat if you guys want to take a look at that. 2 votes are in. Hopefully everything's good. Let me just double check on my other laptop, and then if you guys tell me if the music's too loud or what. So give me 1 second. Honestly, I think we could probably turn the music up a little bit. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it at -20. Can't stay long. What a shame for ours. Oh, nice since you can't stay long. Yeah, we'll talk about yesterday's race. I kind of checked out, to be honest with you. After lap 3, after that wreck, I was devastated. I was disappointed. So yeah, I was not too happy with both Sieg boys getting junked by a stupid early move. I could understand if it happened, you know, kind of like what Carson did today with 1 to go or 2 to go. Still a stupid move, but it was 3 laps into the race. So I also saw the time-lapse video that you posted. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. We just got home. But hopefully you guys are all doing well. So I haven't had the chance yet to pull up all of the race information, so I'll get that in a minute. Whoops, opened this on the wrong screen. If you haven't, vote in the chat. We'll be covering all of the results from this weekend. 2 people thought the Cup race was the best. 1 person thought the O'Reilly race was the best, which is funny because that vote happened yesterday. So, yeah, if the music's too loud, let me know. I'm trying something different. I'll in the description of today's stream, I don't know if you guys can see it, but in the description of the stream, I gave credit to the generous fellow that allowed me to use the music. So let me just back out really quick. Nice to be able to check in. Thanks for joining. I'll be here for probably 2 hours, so if you hop back in, we'll see ya. Let me just go here and go here. I'm also pulling up all of the race information on the side. Racing reference. Okay, so Juan, I'm not really sure how to say his name. Otaiza. I reached out to him and asked him about his music composition that he made, and that's what you guys are hearing in the background. So if you hear some familiar tunes, let me know. I linked his channel. I linked to the specific video as well. So if you're new here for the first time, we're going to continue making Cody's cars. I painted and cleared some this weekend, so progress is being made. My camera looks like it's about to die. It's super laggy. So hopefully the stream's good. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let me just pull up all of the stuff over here. We got Cup, we got O'Reilly, and we got Truck. Alright, so we got that pulled up. We'll start at Friday. Alright. The Freight Racing 208. It's got a nice ring to it. All right, so we'll pull this up. We'll put the camera on there too. Okay. So I guess we could just start going through it now. I did watch most of the truck race, and it was pretty good overall. It was fun. Let me just say this. It's fun having Carson Hocevar in the field. The dude is a wild card. You never really know what you're going to get. So having him in the truck race was fun to watch because he was all over the place. He was making moves. Eventually kind of settled in behind Kyle. Those two were able to work their way up to the lead and eventually win the race. But, well, Kyle was able to win the race. I thought it was pretty cool. His kid was there. So, yeah, it was a good, like, family moment. And I like that. Let's see. What else? Oops. See, this is what happens when you don't come prepared. Okay. Video's unavailable. Why is it unavailable? Am I still live? Are you guys there? It says I'm still live, but it says the video is unavailable. Well, that's a problem. Hold on. Okay. I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now. Sorry. If you come to the stream looking for perfection, you're not going to get it. So it's still fine. All right, cool, Braden. I don't know. YouTube Studios was being weird. It said that the video was not available. I'm a little... I don't want to say I'm a little concerned, but the music in the background was from a fellow person on YouTube. And so he gave me permission. I have the email. Okay, we're still good. All right, cool. I exchanged emails with him, and he was very kind and very responsive to me using his piano composition as background music. So, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that like YouTube's AI didn't snag the stream and pull it down or something. So we should be okay. If anything happens, I can always reach out to him and message him again. But yeah, so anyway, back to this. Yeah, Kyle led a decent amount. Ben Rhodes led a decent amount. I'm always kind of partial to ThorSport because their headquarters their shop is right by where we live. So I always would like to see them do well also. Nothing against like Kyle or whatever. I don't know. Kyle's kind of turned into that lovable loser towards the end of his career. He hasn't won in a while. So winning at the truck level, it's still pretty cool. I think he won this race last year, so it was fine to see him win. I'm definitely more receptive to Kyle winning now than I was probably 10 years ago when Gordon was still running. Or, well, 15 years ago, I guess. But we'll go through the running order. Obviously, it's also interesting how many drivers are not scoring points because they're not running the truck series full time. So again, if you guys are new about it, the bushwhacking days were kind of quelled, put to rest with limits on how many races the Cup guys could run in the lower series. And they kind of walked that back this year, so it's up to 10. So you see Kyle Busch, Carson Hocevar, who else? John Hunter Nemechek, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ty Dillon. Let's see, who else? And that was it. So, Isaiah Kyle Busch. You know, Braden, I think you're probably right. we kind of talked about this a little bit last week, but I don't think Kyle likes, obviously, the Cup cars. But he's still intelligent enough. He knows enough about the cars to, like, will them into good finishes. But, like, today, he got turned, I think it was not of his own doing. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, I think you're right. And it's I'm kind of in a weird headspace about it because, you know, back in the day, I would have said, I can't wait for the day that Kyle stops winning. But now it's just kind of, it is kind of weird that I think you're right. I don't know if he will win another Cup race. Now, last year at COTA, he did pretty well. I think that's where they go next week, right? I'm not entirely familiar with this schedule again. But I think next week they go to COTA. So I guess I could pull the schedule up and look, but let me just do that really quick. That way I'm not giving you guys incorrect information. We wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, Circuit of the Americas. Okay, so that's on March 1st. March is already next week. That's crazy. Okay. So, yeah, they're going to COTA next week. Kyle ran pretty well there last year, if I'm not mistaken, and had a shot to win. Who won it last year? I think Bell won it last year. So, it'll be interesting to see. I am just ready to get to actual racing. Like, I'm over speedway racing. I've been over it for years. The packages that they have, the predictability of it, there's going to be a caution in the last 10 laps. It's going to bunch the field up, and then they're going to wreck a bunch of times. So it's just boring. It's predictable. It's not interesting to me anymore. I have lost interest in it so much. But since we're doing these streams, I'm watching all of the races so that we can talk about them on stream. So I did watch, well, most of this weekend's action. Like I said, once the Sieg brothers... Yeah, okay, so to your point, Larson's one of the best drivers, arguably ever, behind the wheel. He can drive. He's kind of like Tony Stewart. He could drive a lot of different things, and he can drive a lot of different things well. But he doesn't do well on super speedways or speedway racing because, I don't know, hot take, maybe not hot take. It's the skill required for it is not nearly that of other forms of racing. That's like it used to be. It used to be many, many years ago, but I just don't think it's there anymore. You get these massive runs, you get these massive blocks, wrecks happen all over the place. The cars are way too close together. I don't know. I hate to just keep going back and over and over and over and over again the same points, but like, and it's predictable. You know every single race at a speedway, super speedway, that there's going to be a caution inside 10 to go, and they're going to tear up a bunch more cars. So it's just not fun. It's not interesting. The winners, I mean, yeah, Reddick's good. Even Byron winning the past couple Daytona races, like, I don't know. It's just, it's disappointing. I'll say that. But anyway, the one glaring thing I want to talk about for the truck race is that, yeah, see, they got 135 laps with an asterisk mark next to it. Because if we scroll down here, race shortened to 125 laps due to, nobody knows. What I think it was the broadcast companies telling them that you have to have a hard stop at 4:30 because the CW's taking over coverage, yada, yada, yada. I don't know. It was pretty embarrassing that they were racing to a clock instead of a lap count, which I've said this before. If they do an endurance race with all three series, I have no problem racing to a clock. They could set an 8-hour race, and then everybody could, you know what's going to happen, but changing it halfway through the race was disappointing. So, yeah. We'll go back up here. They had 3 cautions for 18 laps. Oh, they probably could have got the race finished the race in if they would have just, what's the word? Not spent 20 minutes under caution? I don't know. So, yeah, that was pretty dumb that they spent so much time under caution. I'm going to move this around a little bit. Make this bigger. All right, there we go. If they didn't spend so much time under caution with the stages, which, again, I'll reiterate this for the millionth time, stages are just a waste of time. They are pointless. It's really frustrating. So, kind of a fan favorite now. Kyle Busch winning Friday's race in the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet, leading 37 laps. They kind of ran up front all day. I thought Friesen was going to have a better run. He was up there, and then some shenanigans took place at the end, and he dropped back. So he had a good shot at it. I think that was pretty much it. I was hoping Frankie Muniz would have a better run too. I mean, he finished 25th, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I'd like to see him continue to do well. We talked about that last week. But yeah, you have all these Cup guys up front, so no surprise there. Okay, switching over to the O'Reilly series. Let's see. Sheldon Creed getting his first career victory in the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. I'll be honest, I'm not a Creed. I don't love him. I don't hate him. Actually, you know what? I gotta go get my hobby knife. 1 second. Okay. Don't love him, don't hate him, don't really have much of an opinion about Sheldon Creed. He's fine, seems like. But it was time. The dude's finished second, like, I don't know, 15 times or something like that. So for him to finally get the victory was awesome. I think what was also awesome about it was the fact that Ross kind of turned Austin Hill. Austin threw a pretty late block. Ross made a late move. It was, I don't know, it seemed like one of those racing deals in my opinion. I'm not a race car driver. I'm not anything involved in the sport. Not too bad for Team Rayum standards. Did I miss something? We got to go back to the truck series. Oh, are you talking about Frankie Muniz? Yeah, finished 24th and 25th. Josh Rayum and Frankie Muniz. Where did the two truck finish? 23rd. Oh my gosh. 23rd, 24th, 25th. So yeah, the three Rayum trucks finished all by each other. I don't know if the stream lagged or you're behind or whatever, but yeah, the three Rayum trucks all finished 2 laps down all together. And yeah, that is pretty good for their standards. You're absolutely right. I don't know if that just came in or if you saw that late. Okay. Either way, I hope Frankie continues to do well. I think it'll be good. He's 16th in points, 70 back of the leader. Who's the leader? Chandler Smith. So is Chandler Smith running full time? I don't even know. Looks like it. All right. Back to the O'Reilly. Yeah, so Sheldon Creed winning his first career race. That was a fun time. I was very, very, very. Oh, I forgot. It's been a few days since I've done these cars. What was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was saying. Sheldon Creed getting his first one. Oh, when the Sieg team got destroyed by Corey Day early on, I kind of tuned out, to be honest with you. my interest level was pretty high with those guys. I mean, Ryan qualified 12th, I think, and Kyle, I think, was 20 something. We could look. Oh, 18th. Yeah. So they seem to have quick cars, and Corey Day just made a dumb move on lap 3 or 4, whatever it was. 4 laps. Yeah. So I was really disappointed when that happened, and I don't know. It's their home track, so you obviously want to do well in front of all of your friends and family. And they had a pretty decent run last week. The 39 team did at Daytona, despite getting caught up in a bunch of messes. Some of their own making, some not. But they both DNF'd very early. So, yeah, if I'm being honest, I didn't really watch the rest of the race all that much. I didn't pay too close attention to it. And I'm a little disappointed that I didn't, because it seemed to be a pretty good race. So somebody voted on the poll yesterday that the O'Reilly race was the best of the weekend before the Cup race even ran today. So I found that pretty interesting. But yeah, if we scroll back up to the top, honestly, 7 cautions for 46 laps. That's a lot. Sheldon Creed getting his first career victory was really cool. Really good story. Like I said, the dude's been second, I think, 15 times. So, I saw someone just voted on the poll. Can you undo your vote? We're up to 6 votes. 1 with the Truck Series, 3 with the O'Reilly Series, and 2 with the Cup Series. All right. But yeah, so Sheldon Creed getting the win, I thought was cool. Ross wrecking / turning / moving Austin Hill for the victory, or for an attempt at the victory, I thought was kind of cool. I saw a post on I think it was on Twitter, that somebody was like, Ross, when he enters the race and everyone's complaining about Austin Hill winning all of the super speedways, is like, have you tried wrecking him yet? So it was a really good save by Austin Hill. Props to him for not destroying the car, and other people as well in the process. So you got to give credit where credit's due. I thought Ross's move was fair. I think it was just late. I think what Ross said about not blocking him, I think it was the lap before, was fine. Letting Austin get to his inside and then not throwing a huge block, and then Austin deciding to throw a block towards the end. So yeah, I think overall it seemed like a pretty good race, aside from the Sieg boys getting junked early on. This decal is not going well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Saturday's race. Like I said, I didn't really watch it. We had some other things going on. I was watching soccer as well, so my attention was split for sure. Let me just see now. This decal's frustrating. All 3 races were pretty good. Fortunately, I didn't get to watch most of the Cup race because I was sick there. Well, Ronaldo, thank you for joining, first of all. I hope you feel better. My wife is also sick, so yeah, I don't know what's going on, but not too bad, just some congestion and stuff. But hopefully you're feeling better. And I guess with that, we'll talk about the Cup race. So we'll move over to the Cup race today. The Auto Trader 400 at Echo Park Speedway, okay. 10 cautions for 67 laps. There were a few big wrecks. Byron got caught up in 2 of them, I think. Hold on. What's going on with this decal? Something's freaking me out here. Yeah, we can scroll down to the top finishers. Now, Reddick did get caught up in a wreck, and he came back to win the race, obviously. So it's kind of a cool storyline from there. I think I said this last week. I don't exactly remember. I don't really care much for Reddick or against Reddick. I don't know. He's just not interesting to me one way or the other. But good on him. Like I said, these super speedway races are boring. They're predictable. You know what the outcome's going to be. They're going to wreck. Everybody's going to wreck. So what is going on? That seems weird to me. But yeah, so a lot of cautions, couple big wrecks, nothing too crazy. Carson trying to get into a hole that wasn't really there at the end of the race. It doesn't surprise me, I'll say, but I kind of do like his gusto, his attempt. Because he still hasn't won yet. He's been close a few times. He had a really good car at Michigan last year, and they kind of messed up the fuel strategy. So he'll get one eventually. He's aggressive enough to make some wild moves. And he's also, the other thing too is I didn't really watch I didn't listen to any of the post-race interviews, so I don't really know what everybody said. But yeah, I think overall it was a decent race. I'm still sick of, I'm still tired of what they did to Atlanta. I still hate it. I understand why, because it's a more entertaining race if you want to be entertained every lap. It's more entertaining, sure. Is it more interesting? In my opinion, probably not. Is it more interesting than a driver leading like 400 miles of, well, the whole race is 400 miles. Leading like, I don't know, 300, it's not even 300 laps. 300 of the 400 miles or something, winning by 8 or 9 seconds. No, it's way more exciting than that, but is it more interesting? No, I don't think so. The cars weren't, sliding around as much. You didn't have to conserve tires, all that kind of stuff. So overall, it was a decent race. I can't hate on it too much. It looks like the Cup Series is winning in the poll as well. That doesn't surprise me. But yeah, I mean, Reddick winning again, take it or leave it. It's fine. Braden, to your point early on, I think that it's fine that he's going to be a contender. I think you're right. I don't really like him. I don't really hate him, but I think he's good for NASCAR because Michael Jordan is winning when he wins. Oh, ironic. The guy that sued NASCAR wins the first 2 races of the season. So there's that. That's funny in and of itself. But as we scroll down through the finishing order here, Reddick led a lot of laps. Briscoe led some. Wallace led some. Logano led some. Let's see. Cindric led some. Larson led some. Did Byron not lead a single lap? I guess he didn't. The 24 was kind of up there all day. And then Cindric pinching him up the track when they were 4 wide. He still had room underneath him, but I mean, they're going 170, 180 miles an hour. So it was a judgment call. He misjudged it, got into William, cut his left rear tire down, and it took, I think, a few laps for that tire to fully go down, and that's what triggered that massive wreck. But I was pretty disappointed. Once Byron was out, I was hoping that either Carson or Ross could bring home the dub. Neither of them did. Reddick did. If you're a Reddick fan, hopefully they make the diecast. I saw that it was up for pre-order. It'll be a cool one because the whole right front fender was torn off the car because he got caught up in a wreck previous. So from that aspect, pretty cool. hopefully, if you're a Reddick fan and you buy the diecast, that Lionel will replicate it well. Which I think they probably can. I don't think they're going to destroy a mold for it, but what they'll likely do is replicate it with decals, similar to what they did with Justin Allgaier's car from Daytona last year. But that was the driver's side, the left front fender that was off. So they'll probably just mirror the art and do it on the passenger side for the 45. But yeah, Jordan getting to go to victory lane 2 weeks in a row to start the season. The first time that a driver has won back-to-back races to begin the season since... Actually, do you guys know? You probably know because you guys are smart. But I'll give you a hint. It was 2009. Do you know the driver? I'll kind of let the chat... I know there aren't like a ton of you guys here, but I know you're smart. You probably do know. Also, the tracks were Daytona and California Speedway, or Auto Club as it was known as. We're doing trivia tonight on the Diecast Driven channel. That'd be kind of fun. NASCAR trivia. I know the answer. They showed it on Fox. I kind of did know. Speaking of Lionel, did you hear about Lionel? What are you talking about? Matt Kenseth. Boom, there you go. Yep, Matt Kenseth won a rain-shortened Daytona 500. Or was it rain-affected? I don't know if it was rain-shortened. It might have been rain-affected. Maybe it was shortened. Daytona 500 in 2009, and then he followed it up with a win at California Speedway and or Auto Club, however you want to call it. Yes. So it was Matt Kenseth. As soon as I heard Auto Club today. There you go. Good to see you, by the way, Trevino. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Braden, I saw that some things are going to be happening. I'm not too sure. I didn't really read into it all that much. I guess we'll see. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully. I don't know. I guess the best thing that we can do is just wait and see. So hopefully it means good in the long run, which I think it would. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm not really sold on all of these, which is ironic to say, but all of these companies buying other companies and all that stuff. The place that I work for was bought by a private equity company that invests and buys other companies, and yeah, it's not always a good thing, but yeah, hopefully this one will be good. Yep, they do own Racing Champions and Johnny Lightning, so two pretty strong, pretty formidable diecast lines. We'll see. I'm expecting the worst but hoping for the best. Let's say it that way. I'm expecting the worst but hoping for the best. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all the race weekend coverage. I mean, I was disappointed that Byron got caught up in that wreck. I gotta look at the points. I guess we could talk about the points every week too. Last week really didn't matter a whole lot because it was just the first race, but this week we can dive into where everybody's situated. Just give me 1 second. I cleared 12 cars this weekend. Once these 4 are done, I have 10 more to go, and then I'm done. Then I'm done with them. These 4 and the other 10, they're all painted. Obviously, these ones are because we're working on them today, but the other 10 I painted this weekend, so I can start decaling them soon. Lap leader breakdown. That's too many to go through. Reddick. Wow, look at that. 23:11. I really hope we see NASCAR diecast Johnny Lightning race about whole goal series. Yeah, Trevino, I don't know. I agree. I think competition at its core, competition is a good thing, right? Because you have to elevate to be better than your competition. You have to be cheaper. You have to be better quality, whatever it is. Quicker, more efficient, in terms of like engineering stuff. But healthy competition is a good thing. I think once you deviate from competition and one company buys up all the other companies, then they can dictate price. They can dictate quality. Like, when Lionel took over Motorsports Authentics Action in 2011, I was optimistic about it because we were going to get the same cars, the same models, the same lines. Mark Martin, what? You must be like way behind in the stream. What? But yeah, whenever you get competition, I think it's a good thing for the consumer. Competition, when it goes away, is a good thing for the producer because then they can kind of control everything. So to your guys' point, I hope that it's a good thing. I guess we'll just wait and see. But if we look at the points here, it only goes down to 21st. But yeah, 23-11, dominating early in the season, already out to a pretty big lead with winning the first 2 races. Obviously, that helps. Chase Elliott being Mr. Consistent in 3rd, that doesn't surprise me. Oh, lagging. Yeah, it's all good. You're a little bit behind, but it's fine. Chase Elliott being there in 3rd does not surprise me at all. Mr. Consistent. I think that will kind of be the story of the season for him. He will maintain and be pretty consistent all year long. That's just kind of how Chase Elliott does. Zane Smith being in 3rd is a little bit of a surprise. Hocevar being up there. But again, it's 2 drafting tracks. Like, they don't really, in my opinion, dictate how the season's going to go. I'm sure Reddick will probably be good the rest of the season because he's good at 1.5 miles. He's decent on the road courses. He's getting better at short tracks. So I think Reddick will be, Braden, to your point, a formidable champion challenger, let's say. But yeah, I mean, this will change a ton, I'm sure, after next week, which is Coda, which is a road course, which, I mean, let's see, Byron won there, Reddick's won there, Ross has won there, and Bell has won there. I think those are the last 4. I think they've only gone there 4 times. Ross won the first one. I think it was Ross, Reddick, Byron, Bell. I think that's the... Am I missing one? Let me know. You guys are pretty smart in the chat. Let me know if I'm missing one. I think that's the Coda races. But that's what next week is, so these points will change. Ross in 11th, Willie B in 12th. Yeah, not too bad. A lot will change between now and the end of the season. Do you make your own decals if you do? I want to build. Okay, so I do. We can switch over to the big screen. Boom. I do make my own decals sometimes. There's a program that I use called Affinity Designer, I think it's called. Affinity Designer 2. That you can do vector images and you can draw shapes and everything. And so I used that to, I think it was $36. It was a one-time purchase. I think it was $36. And so that's what I did. Well, for these ones in particular, Cody sent me the files, so I used kind of what the race team designed for his cars to make the decals. But let's see, you wanted the 2013 Kyle Larson Target Nationwide. Oh yeah, I know what that one is. It's pretty much, maybe I don't. Oh, Elliott won Coda in 21. So I was missing one. Was that the one that was like super rainy? Was that the first year that they did that? I don't know if I watched that one. But I do remember talking about it because it was so bad because of the rain and the visibility or lack of visibility. 2013 Larson Target Nationwide. And then I have them printed through Fusion Scale Graphics, which is kind of printed decals. So, yeah, here, I'll show you. I'm getting down as far as my sheets go. I'm closing in, but this is what a full sheet looks like. For this one in particular, I tried to fit as many cars onto one sheet as I could because I knew I was going to be making a bunch of them. So there's 7 car sets available on these sheets. So yeah, I pretty much took what Cody's team designed. He sent me the artwork files. I changed it a little bit and transformed it into a wrap that could be put on the diecast that fit the bodies as good as I could have hoped. And then printed it through Fusion Scale Graphics or printed decals. And then, yeah, they're just water slide. So I'm not very good at designing yet. That's not really I'm not a graphic designer, but I'm learning. So I'm getting a little bit better as time goes on, but stuff that takes me a long time probably takes actual graphic designers like way less time. So yeah. But it's fun. I mean, like I said, I probably spend too much time doing some of the graphics. I am designing Carl Edwards' car from his 2015 Coca-Cola 600 win. I'm working on that for my wife's cousin because he was at that race. And what else do I have in the works? I'll be making Ryan Sieg's SciAps car for this year for my buddies on the 39 team. As soon as I get the artwork files from that. And then I'm working on Ross's 2022 Charlotte Truck Victory. That was the only Ross Chastain win that was not produced in diecast form, which I'm disappointed about, but I'm going to be making it for myself. Do I have a template for the cars? You just kind of make them because I kind of get stuck due to the wheels. No, I don't have a template because like the 164's, the 124's, every body style is a little bit different. So these are Chevys, Ford, Toyotas are different. I kind of have a general setup how I do the sheets, but that's not always the same either because sometimes I need more a lot of times I'll make a white underlay, especially if it's going on a dark car, but these ones, since they're a full wrap, we didn't do that. But it's kind of car dependent how I design it. Like I said, I'm not a graphic designer, so I'm probably doing a lot of things wrong, but I've pretty much taught myself the whole thing. So yeah, it's been a long, fun journey to kind of learn it. A lot of headaches too along the way, roadblocks and stuff. But no, what I pretty much do is I measure the cars, and that's how I know what to make the decals and what size and whatnot. That's pretty much what it boils down to, is fitting the decals to the cars. Obviously, you can't fit the cars to the decals, so there are some other people out there that actually do design a lot of decals. You said you're making it in 124. Let's see. Let's see if they have in the Mike Maurice we show. Probably not, because I didn't really do a whole lot on that. Plus, I didn't record it. I guess that would be the biggest thing. I didn't record it. Wow, let's see Larson. I guess I could screen record myself working on them, but I never did. Oh, see, so print it. Here, we can pull it up. Let's see. Print it only has the Clorox car, well, actually Clorox truck, the Cotton L car, Arca Cessna, the Autism truck, the Cessna, and the Clorox. That's all they have for 2013 Larson. But you were looking for the Target car? Yeah, I'm not... Did they make a diecast of that? I swear I've seen that before. Maybe I could... I don't know. It wouldn't be very easy for me to try and re-record myself designing the decal sheets. I could show them, but I don't know if I'll show like how I did it, because it's not a very interesting process. And again, like I said, I would have to go back in there and re-record everything. And I don't know how that would look. I might be making some 164s of those. I have yet to see. Because I think I'm going to make one. So that, the decal set for that car is not my artwork, not my original artwork. So I'm going to probably make a 164 for the guy that designed them. The Cup car ran at Charlotte. They never made the nationwide car. Oh, okay. Was it the Charlotte car? Was it the same track? Or did he run it somewhere else? I would assume if it was Target, he probably ran it in multiple places. 2013. I bet you they made it in 2014. That's probably the one I'm thinking about. Some of those Larson cars, those diecasts go for insane amounts of money. Those early Larson Ganassi cars. Like his Michigan win, the Cars one. I have that. Actually, do I have that? Did I give it to my sister? My sister might have that car, since it was Cars, Disney. But, yeah, the prices on some of those things are out of control. It's kind of just how the diecast industry is, supply and demand. Some people have it, some people want it. That's how it goes. They have the 2014 Target ticket car. That's interesting. Here, if we go here, they have this one, the Target ticket car. This is for 2014, so obviously it's not the one that you were looking for. That's this car. But that's all that's available there. Let me look. Let's see. 2013 Kyle Larson nationwide. I'm assuming you're talking about this one. The 32, this one. Yeah, okay, I definitely have seen the 51. Yeah, I've definitely seen it. Not so much the 32. I've seen a lot of this McDonald's car. A lot of people have made this one. Same thing with this one. This Cotton L. I've seen a lot of people make those, but never seen anybody. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody make this target, the target car. Is this even real? It looks real. And this one is. That's the problem with the internet. You don't know. You don't really know what's real anymore, or what's AI. Oh yeah. So we've been going for about an hour. Like I said, just kind of a chill stream. New background music. If you guys are just joining, I can't remember his name because it's in the description of the video. John something. Whoa. Oh yeah, I gotta cancel that too. Oh, it's Juan. Duh. Juan Otaiza, I think is how you say it. So if you like the background music, go check it out. Actually, I don't even know. I gotta listen to it. Hopefully it sounds pretty good on stream. Definitely true. Do you like it? I haven't even listened to it. I don't have the audio coming back to me. It sounds pretty good. It's not too loud. Do you think it's too loud? I don't think it's too loud. It's nice. It's nice when I'm not saying anything. But I try to keep you guys entertained for most of the time. Metallica. Yup. Now, did you look in the description, or did you figure it out by the songs? Metallica. I like the name of that. Sounds good. All right. It rocks. It's pretty calming, pretty soothing, but it still rocks. Yeah, I was super happy that he said yes to letting me. You figured it out? Sweet. That's even better. That means not only is it good, but you can hear that too. Now hold up, wait a second. I have it says it's at 100% speed. But it says we only have 41 minutes left. It says it's been going for an hour and 50 minutes. Oh, I don't know. It's fine. As long as you guys like it, that's what matters. Which song did you figure it out with? Where's Lars? Lars is not in this one, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm ready to be done with these cars. I'll be honest, the next ones, if he ends up going through with it, which I haven't really heard, so not entirely sure what the situation is with those, but the design on the next ones are much better than this design. So as far as like me working on them. So I'm looking forward to that. Much more simple design, no fade. So it's not really going to be a full wrap It's a black base, so I'll paint the cars black again like I did for these ones. But I'm waiting on getting artwork back from him because it has this like pretty neat background design, but I need it without the black background because I'm going to paint the cars. So I'm waiting to hear back from Cody on that. I'm sure eventually he'll get back to me, but I can't make the cars until I make the decals, and I can't make the decals until I get the artwork file. So kind of in a holding pattern for those new ones at the moment, which gives me time to work on other projects. Finish these ones up, obviously, which we want to do, and I'm desperately trying to do. I'm not rushing through everything, but I am trying to get through them as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, Thursday will probably be another stream of these. I'm really working to get to other things, but I need to get these ones done. So I have the boxes done. We're past halfway. We're well past halfway. We got 10 to go after these 4. So yeah. I know you guys probably want to see different things too. I painted Michael's car today with it's a nice kind of deep sky blue, I think was the name of it, which is nice. It looks really good. So I have to clear that before I decal it, but I will be doing that in the not too distant future. As far as cars to decal go, I think that one's next. See, the other thing too is I thought about maybe going live where we design decals. I did think about it, but I do all the designing on that laptop and all my streaming on that laptop. So I don't really know. I don't think it'd be. I don't have OBS on my design laptop, and I don't have Affinity on my streaming laptop. So you see the problem. I guess what I could do is I could just set the camera in front of that laptop, and we could do it the old-fashioned way where I film the screen, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I probably won't do that, but I don't know. Things to think about. It looks like the poll, we still are sitting on 7 votes. Not too crazy of a stream today. We haven't had a ton of people join, but for the ones that are here, I appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, I want to get rid of these cars as quickly as possible. I can't believe I'm down to 10 to go. It's been quite the ride. I hope everybody likes them. It's interesting, 50 people bought them, and I don't think I don't think in all of the streams, aside from Cody himself, I don't think I've seen one person who bought them ever come to watch them be made. Cody has retweeted my posts a few times where I say that I'm making them, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody in the chat who actually purchased one of them getting made. So it's fine. I don't really care. It's just I find it funny. I think the hype for them has probably died down, which is, I don't know, it's kind of annoying. But once everybody gets them, I'm sure they'll be excited. So yeah, I'm ready to be done with these ones. The full wraps are not it. That was my one stipulation. I typically don't add stipulations to stuff that I do, but I told Cody, I'm like, if you want me to make 50 more of them, it can't be a wrap. I can't be doing that again, because these things are headaches. Headaches. So I haven't heard back from him in a little while. So hopefully he's getting the artwork for me. I don't know though. I'll reach out to him sometime, maybe this week. But like I said, it's nice to be able to catch up on other things while I'm kind of waiting for that. So I'm also waiting on artwork from the Ryan Sieg guys. So probably get that sometime this week as well. Oh, and I know I said I was going to try and have my D'Agostini video out today. That didn't happen because I didn't really find a whole lot of time to edit this weekend. Because that's the other thing too, is doing all of the editing is not that fun. Like I said before, I've been getting a little bit better at editing, but it's still time consuming. It takes a decent amount of time, and I got to figure out how to spend my time wisely. So, yeah. I got to get these cars done. I got to get other people's cars done. So the D'Agostini is just going to have to kind of wait. It's already filmed. It's already half done. I did about probably more than half of the editing. Probably like 65-70% of the editing video portion of it. That's all done. I just have to finish doing that and then do the audio. So I will get it, but oh, and I cleared the Chase Coca-Cola cart today. So I don't know if Anthony's in here. Probably not. We only have 2 people. But I did clear that car today, and it looked pretty good. So I'll be putting that together later this week. That's why you see these red Goodyears. We're going to be putting those on the tires for that car. So, do I ever work on real cars? No. I mean, I have. Every now and then I work on my own car, sometimes. And we had this really cool Camaro that we were working on. That was a fun time. Should probably get working on it again. Need to move to a warmer state. That's the problem. That's part of the problem. I can only do so much in these cold winter months. This is garbage weather. What color is the red called? On the Coca-Cola car, it was radiant red, I'm pretty sure. I think it was radiant red. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain that's what it is. Whoa, that needs to go to the right. Too far. It did look pretty good. I was pretty pleased with the way that the clear laid down on it. Did an extra coat. Looked real nice. All good. It says we have 2 people watching, so thank the 2 of you for being here. There actually might be more than 2. I'm not really sure about YouTube's numbers sometimes. It says we've had 19 views on the stream. That's pretty good. I'm a little surprised. Maybe people are busy on a Sunday night. Do you guys like the post-race Sunday night streams? I know we didn't really talk about the race a ton. I mean, we can talk about it more if you want, but I think I'm gonna stick with it. Consistency is key. The Friday videos haven't really been doing all that great either, but it's weird because I keep getting I don't know how the whole YouTube thing works, because my views on my videos are kind of going down. Like, we're not really getting a ton of views necessarily, but the subscriber count keeps going up, so that's good. We're getting closer. We're inching our way to 500. We're closing in. We're up to like 474, I think. So we're getting closer. But I have a feeling I'm going to ask Michael to do an unboxing video for the car that I'm making him. So I'll probably get a huge spike from that just because of the nature of it. I just really want to see his reaction. I like when he opens stuff on stream when I send it to him, but I like the unboxing videos the best. Those are always funny. Like Murph did an unboxing video. I like to see the initial reaction. Not necessarily on stream. Because on the stream, like, he's got a bunch of other things going on. I just want it to be focused on the car. So I am going to be doing a custom box for him. I have a custom box for the Carl Edwards car. Custom boxes for the Ryan Sieg cars. And then if Cody decides to do the 164's, I'll look to get custom boxes for those as well. Which honestly, those have been kind of the coolest thing. Like I make a lot of cars, obviously, and do pretty well with them. But those custom boxes are sweet. I gotta email those guys again sometime and ask them for some more. Looks like we're just down to 2 today. Everybody bailed. It's all good. We're chilling. Probably go for another maybe 20 minutes. See what we can get done here in another 20 minutes or so. Thinking I'm gonna go up and have a cup of tea. Ooh, now we're down to 1. 1 sole watcher. Thank you, you lovely person. It's funny, this whole streaming thing. Some days, everybody's in the stream, and the chat's rolling 1,000 miles an hour. Other days, not a lot's going on, which is fine. I'm not complaining. It's just funny. It's just funny how it ebbs and flows. And like I said, it's good to catch up with a few people. They hop in, then they hop out. We talk for a little bit, talk about the racing, talk about projects, whatever it is. Then they hop out, go to do their thing. I'm going to be working on these cars regardless. So, oh, you know what? I guess we could cover all the soccer action this weekend for all one of you in the chat if you're interested. If you're not, that's fine. We don't have to cover it. It was MLS's first weekend. And, oops. My beloved Columbus Crew kind of showed up, but they lost in Portland. Fun fact, apparently, they've never won in Portland. Didn't know that. Miami also lost, which is unfortunate, messy. And then Orlando City also lost. So 3 of my favorite MLS teams all getting L's. And then West Ham had a chance to pick up points this weekend, and they drew Bournemouth at home 0-0. Now, I think both teams had decent chances. West Ham probably had the better scoring chances. But to draw at home 0-0 was pretty disappointing. Good on them for holding a clean sheet. That was great. But they they're playing pretty good. They just missed an opportunity to pick up more points on the teams ahead of them. Forest lost, which was good. I mean, so West Ham picked up 1 point. Forest lost, which was good. Spurs lost, which was good. And then who else lost? Leeds drew, so they kind of dropped points, but Palace won. So, yeah, not a good weekend for my teams necessarily. 24 got wrecked today. That was disappointing. And then the Sieg boys got wrecked yesterday. So let's just recap that really quick. Both Sieg cars wrecked. Byron wrecked. West Ham drew. Columbus lost. Miami lost. And Orlando lost. So, yeah, not a great weekend for me personally, for my teams. Unfortunately, Arsenal won. City won. Villa did not win, which was disappointing because they dropped points and now are further away from the top 2. Manchester United does play tomorrow, so they can save the weekend. I think they play Everton, so I'm not like super confident in that, but I guess we'll see. I think they play at 3 o'clock. Still 7 votes in the chat. We got, let's see, 4 for Cup, 2 for O'Reilly, and 1 for the truck race. So I thought overall the racing was good. If you want to talk about New Atlanta, I don't, but it's fine. Uh-oh. That's a problem. I'm missing a headlight for this car. We're going to have to figure that out. I do have a couple extra sets. That I could pull from. That's a problem. Well, I might just have to do that. Still don't like stages. No, I don't either. I don't know if that was a question or if you're telling me, but I don't like stages. I think they're a waste of time. They are a waste of time. Artificially stop the race for what? Nobody knows. To award points. They can award points without throwing cautions. So, in my humble opinion, stages are stupid. At least throwing the cautions. I still think that. All right, let's put all the headlights on. Maybe we'll put all the contingencies and stuff. We'll put all those decals on, and then we'll call it 9:17. Go for like 15 more minutes. Unless a bunch of people hop on, which is what happened last time. I wasn't really planning on going for too long last time, and then a bunch of people hopped on and started lighting up the chat, so I figured, well, we could go a little bit later. But it's fine if it's pretty chill. Just hanging out, throwing some decals on some cars. Yeah, we'll just do all these headlights. Maybe throw some contingencies on. And then that'll be that. Another weekend recap in the books, the second of the season. I think we'll just keep doing this every week. Every weekend we'll do a Thursday stream and then a Sunday stream. 8:30 or 8 o'clock on both days. Just to have a normal cadence, a normal schedule. I think everyone's chilling tonight. Probably. I don't know. A few of our regulars, they hopped in here and then they hopped out, so they must be busy, which is fine. It's fine. I don't expect everybody to hang out all the time. Look what I found. I found the missing headlight. Well, that's annoying. That's all right, though. But yeah, everybody's chilling. That's fine. Everybody's got their own thing. But like I said, some people did hop in, so it's all good. We're gonna be doing this anyway. Might as well hop on. If nobody watches, nobody watches. This YouTube thing sure is weird too, though. Maybe what I'll start doing is I'll start putting the track in the thumbnail of whatever they're racing that weekend. And then I will put whatever car I'm working on that track. Something like that. We'll see. Yeah, we'll just do these headlights and then call it. Yeah. I was thinking about making one of these cars for myself, but now I don't ever want to see these cars again. And if I was, I'd probably do it in 124. I could always take the sheets and send them to Cody. Be like, you could auction off these sheets. Rare, super rare, one-off, one of a kind decals. I'm also kind of tired. I don't really know why. Maybe I'll go watch some Wrexham tonight. Maybe I'll go see about that. I gotta continue on that journey. They are up to 6th in the championship, fighting for promotion. It's funny, Wrexham's fighting for promotion, West Ham's fighting for relegation. Fighting not to get relegated. Wrexham has drawn Chelsea in the FA Cup. West Ham will be playing Brentford. I think Brentford. Yeah. No kidding. They are pretty small. There was at one point in time, I was putting decals in the headlights because I forgot them on the design sheet. And they were like, I don't even know. See this 11? You can barely even see it. See the 11? At one point, I was putting those on the headlights because I forgot to design them into the sheets. So that was annoying. That was Braden, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for hanging out. I know it was kind of more of a chill stream tonight, not a whole lot going on, but thank you for hopping in, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend and a good start to your week. probably see you probably on Thursday. You know, you're pretty consistent, so maybe I'll see you on Thursday. We'll hang out, chat some more about COTA and St. Petersburg, because I think IndyCar starts next week too. I think. So, what do we got on time? 9:23. All right, we'll do the cowl pieces too. I guess we could talk about the booth, by the way. The Fox Sports booth for the truck race, I didn't even want to listen to. The CW, they still Adam Alexander, Jamie McMurray, and Parker Kligerman still they have something good going for them. I think the CW continues to be the best of the 3 top series as far as their booth goes. Now, I do think, though, that they don't send them to the track, I think, all the time, which is an absolute tragedy that is even a thing. But these networks, they try to save money every way they can, because blah, 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 whatever. Everything costs money, something. People getting rich, whatever. Yeah, I get it. You'd have to pay for their hotel, then you'd have to pay for a rental car, blah, blah, blah. But these big corporations, they got the money. Instead of their CEOs and middle management getting rich, make the quality better for everybody. Send your people to the track. Fox, especially with the truck series, notorious for that. Maybe that's why Jamie Little is so low energy. Because she's not at the track. She's just bored. She's like, I want to be at the track. They won't pay for it. So I'm stuck in this little booth somewhere else calling a race. That's got to be so frustrating. Could you imagine? They might as well be calling it like a PlayStation game or iRacing. I couldn't imagine. Couldn't imagine. Only NASCAR. Yeah, they have the money. They for sure have the money. All right, we're going to end it here in about 4 minutes. So I'm going to get these last couple decals on next 4 minutes. I'm going to end it at 9:30. Only an hour and a half tonight. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, not a ton of people hopping on. I'm also a little tired. So we'll end it here in a minute or in a couple minutes. And then we'll come back on Thursday. I'm going to try and get these ones done before Thursday so that we have something else to work on. But we'll see. I have maybe like 2 more days worth of decaling left for these cars. 1 day to get the rest of the contingencies, kind of the TV panel stuff, the deck lid on, and then another day for the window, the greenhouse area of the car. And the spoilers. Oh, and then the tire decals. I got to do all those too. Which honestly, those ones don't take too long, so. It just takes a long time to cut them all out. All right then. Yeah, we made some pretty good progress tonight. Got the nose, the hood, the headlights, and the cowl piece. Alright, well, we'll see you Thursday, dude. Well, I'll probably talk to you before then, but yeah, pretty laid back stream. Hopefully the music was good. I was a little disappointed the stream didn't do numbers tonight because the music was so good. But that's okay. They all can't be bangers. All right, one more decal, and then we're gonna call it. I gotta end the poll. It looks like the cup race was the winner of the weekend. Yeah, not all of them. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But the cup race was the best race of the weekend. O'Reilly was second best. So we're going to call it there. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Thank you, couple guys, for joining. And we'll end the poll here. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. So thanks again, everybody. Rock on, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.